Dear friends, in class 7 we are studying 6th lesson, the triangle and its properties, and next property is about the right angle triangles. Right angle triangle and Pythagoras property. Let us try to understand this property. In a right angle triangle, try to understand. If this is a right angle triangle, that is one angle is a right angle. In a right angle triangle A, B, C, you will notice that one angle is a right angle and other angles are acute angles. They must be less than 90 degrees. The reason is we have already studied one property. Sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So if one is 90, then the sum of other two must be 90 degrees. It means the other two are acute angles. Then side opposite to 90 degree, this side is called hypotenuse. And the sides which contribute to 90 degree, these are called as legs, or this is called as base and the other is called as height. Now, very important property that the scientist Pythagoras have discovered and is very used in mathematics. Very on and often we use, and property is related to right angle triangles. Now, the property states that the square of the hypotenuse, that is the square of the side which is opposite to right angle, the square of hypotenuse, that is square of the length of hypotenuse, that is AC square, is equal to sum of the squares of remaining sides. That is, square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the remaining sides. Remaining sides are AB and BC. See, again I am repeating the statement. Pythagoras property states that in a right angle triangle, square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of remaining sides. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now, this property can be used in reverse way as well. If square of one of the side is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining sides, then the triangle must be right angle triangle only. What does that mean? If there is a triangle, we don't know whether it is right angle triangle or not, but we know the length of one side is 3 cm, the other side is 4 cm, and the third side is 5 cm. Please note, side opposite to hypotenuse is always bigger because this angle is bigger. Now, one more property is there, that side opposite to bigger angle is always bigger and side opposite to smaller angle is always smaller. You will notice this angle is small, so side is also small. Side opposite to smaller angle is smaller, side opposite to larger angle is larger. In a triangle, there can be only one right angle, and so side of hypotenuse is always greater. Now let us check if this is the 5 square will be hypotenuse square is equal to 25, and the sum of the squares of remaining sides, that is 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 9 plus 16. This is also equal to 25. Please note, both square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of remaining sides. If this is true, then this angle B, or I will take another name PQR, then this angle, triangle PQR must be a right angled triangle. The reason is this statement is true. Square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of remaining sides. Therefore, the triangle must be a right angled triangle. Now, we don't know whether it is hypotenuse or not. So, we call it, if square of one of the side is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, then we call that triangle as right angled triangle. Dear friends, next we have example number 5. Determine whether the triangle whose length of sides are 3 cm, 4 cm and 5 cm is a right angle triangle. We have already solved this problem. Let us check now how to solve. That also we must understand how to write the answer. So we are given 3 sides. One is 3 centimeter, the other is 4 centimeter, and the third is 5 centimeter. We are not given what is the angle. We are asked whether it is a right angle triangle. So let us write in triangle ABC. It is not given in the question. Please note, we have taken this as ABC. In triangle ABC, we are AB is equal to 3 centimeter, BC is equal to 4 centimeter, and AC is equal to 5 centimeter. Now see, AB square plus BC square, sum of the squares of the smaller sides, sum of the squares of smaller sides is equal to 3 square plus 4 square. Please note, I am taking the sum of the squares of the smaller side. The reason is, sum of the squares of the smaller side will always be equal to square of the bigger side. Understand this? Here there are two sides and here there is one side. So these must be always bigger, and the sum of the smaller sides must, the sum of these sides must be always smaller sides. So these will be always smaller because they are 2 and this is bigger. Then only it is possible. If you take bigger to this side, then smaller it won't be equal to. Bigger plus smaller cannot be equal to some other smaller. So it will be always equal to bigger. Hence, I always make this statement, sum of the squares of smaller sides. Smaller are 3 and 4. 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 9 plus 16, that is equal to 25. And square of larger side. Square of larger side is equal to 5 square, that is equal to 25. Understand this? What we have got? We have got sum of squares of smaller sides is equal to square of larger side, or we have got the square of one of the side is equal to sum of the squares of the remaining sides. Therefore, the triangle, this is according to converse of the Pythagoras statement. So according to converse of, we call it converse. According to converse, that is reverse statement, converse of Pythagoras theorem, which you are going to study in 10th standard most probably. According to converse of Pythagoras theorem, we have triangle ABC is a right angled triangle. Please note, whenever we are solving such type of problems, it may happen that figure may not be given. You can take this figure on your own, assign some names to them, and then solve the problems. It looks better and can be represented in this way, or you can represent this problem as given in the textbook. Dear friends, we have next question, example number 6. Triangle ABC is right angled at C. The triangle ABC right angled at C. It means this angle is right angled at C. If AC is equal to 5 centimeter, please note, if you try to draw any triangle with C as a right angle, then AC, you will get triangle ABC, or you can get ABC the opposite way. It will be one and the same. You will get either like this or you will get like this. Means you will get the triangle something like this, ACB, or ABC in this way or in this way. Now we are given that AC is 5 centimeter. This time we will get it is like this. Then BC is 12 centimeter. You will get figure either like this or like this as given in the textbook. Even if you draw figure like this or like this, it means one and the same. Find length of AB. AB is the hypotenuse. Please note, AB will always come opposite to angle C. Whether you write it like this, whether you draw it like this, or whether you draw it like this, it will be always opposite to a right angle. Now see, we have studied that according to Pythagoras, square of hypotenuse, that is the side opposite to right angle, is called hypotenuse. This side is hypotenuse. And square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of remaining sides. So let us check whether we are able to get the length of the third side, because we are given triangle ABC is right angled at C. So what is given? In triangle ABC, make a habit of writing like this. In triangle ABC, angle C is equal to right angle, that is 90 degrees, right angled at C. Then we are given AC is equal to 5 centimeter. This is also given to us. BC is equal to 12 centimeter. This is also given to us. 12 centimeters. And we are asked to find length of AB. To find length of AB. Now, according to Pythagoras, we have studied or we know, according to Pythagoras theorem, according to Pythagoras, what he said? He said square of the hypotenuse, square in right angle triangle. This is always in a right angle triangle only and possible only in right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of remaining sides. So you will get square of hypotenuse is AB. This AB square will be equal to remaining sides are AC square plus BC square. Now two known values are there. Let us put them. We will get AC is 5 square plus 12 square. So you will get 25 plus 144. 12 square is 144 and 5 square is 25. If you add them, you will get 169. Now AB square is equal to 169. Taking square root of both sides. Taking square root of both sides. You will get AB is equal to 13 centimeter. So thus we have got AB is equal to 13 centimeter. This is 13 centimeters. Please